this one's going to be a bit of a poopy live, I think. Okay. Now. Okay, so I'm the first. Hello, everybody. Finally got on a live. Okay, a little bit late today. I was trying to find some more fabric that I couldn't find to do the little tail that the sea lion has. Where in Australia are you? I'm in Melbourne. Melbourne. I sell them in my shop, but I've done a couple of things for the Calgary Zoo and the Vancouver Aquarium, so they use it in their educational programs. So that's nice. But other than that, I just, sell them in my shop. Anyway. So this one is a commission. It's a Stella sea lion. It's quite a big doll, this one. So I'm just finishing off. I have like a little tail, which I'm going to put on the end here, which I forgot to put on, but that's no worries. So yeah, all I've got to do on this is sew the tail and do a tiny bit more airbrushing, and then he's done. Yes, I will. Just let me fix this knot. These are really big doll. I don't normally make them this big, but he's actually got a really cute face. So he's sort of semi-wet, semi-dry. That was what I was going for. So it's a pretty big doll. I also made a leopard seal that you can kind of see in the back there. So the same customer bought that one. So that one's got a movable jaw. Yeah, a cute little face. So he's fully posable and everything. So I sculpt the face basically. So this is a lion that I'm working on. This will be a male lion. I'm doing a male and a female. I haven't sculpted the female yet, so I do that out of polymer clay and attach the armature so it's fully posable. And I use fabrics like fake fur or this one's minky fabric, which I've airbrushed. This one is a cotton fabric, which I've done all the scales individually for. So I'm up to painting it. So I'm halfway done painting that one, so it's going to look more like the head. So that one's sculpted as well. The feet on these ones are like slightly posable, just a little, just for a little gimmick. So, yeah. But yeah, the next lot will be the lion. But yeah, he's a big boy, this one. So really cute. I did a little bit of airbrushing, but I just want to do the flippers a little bit darker. So I want to add a little bit more black. Yes, it's a Stella sea lion. Do you sell? Yes, I've got a shop, creaturesinat.com. The link is in my bio, along with all my other things. And I do offer payment plans. So I've got a bunch of things in there waiting to find homes. Thank you. So I've just got the little tail piece to go on this one. But yeah, I've kind of neglected marine animals a lot and reptiles. So that's, yeah, out of my comfort zone this year, doing things that I haven't normally done. It's to, get more experience with my sculpting, looking to do more expressions on the animals as well. So the female lion is going to be a bit more sassy. So she's going to be sort of growling, like wow, if that makes sense. I did my cougar. That one's a bit of a sassy one. But yeah, I thought the male and a female, I'll make the female one a bit spicier. It's a Stellar sea lion. Oh, thank you. Anytime. I do offer payment plans to make it a bit easier too. Hey, Jax. I don't know if you can see his little face. Kind of, not really. Yeah, but happy to do commission. So yeah, I have a few different things coming up this year. I mean, we're almost halfway through the year, would you believe it? This one's actually a commission piece, so it's already found a home, but I do have some dolls in my shop that are looking for homes. Surprisingly, the sea lion, I made a leopard seal that sold really quickly, and then the person commissioned this one as well. So the leopard seal's sort of in the background there, also another big one. But that one has a movable jaw because leopard seal, I had to do that. Pay it some respect for its great mouth. But yeah, done a number of different little critters over the years. But yeah, I'll sew this up and then I'll probably do some painting on the chameleon. That'd be good to finish up as well. Thanks for all the likes, guys. But yeah, I'll have to dedicate some time to just whizzing the airbrush around the flippers to make them a bit more black because they didn't quite turn out as black as I wanted it to with my bigger airbrush. Thanks for the follow. Fart Nuggies. Fart Nuggies. Don't mind the name, I have to say. Oh, thanks, Jax. No problem. Sorry if I'm neglecting the YouTube a little bit. Okay. It's just a small little piece this. I have to get some polyfill just to stuff it in there, just to make it a bit more bulgy. What you doing? I'm sewing a little tail nup for the sea lion. I've got to sew one before, so the guy's a bit big for my desk. I guess we're just cuddling. He's actually really cuddly, to be honest. They're just being weirdo. General weirdo. Okay. So they've got like this tiny little tail. A little bit different from seals. And they've got little ears as well, where seals don't have little ears like that. All right. Whoa, he's a big boy. So we need to put the little tail piece on the end here. So I'm going to pin one side. If I can grab the pin. I'm just going to grab a little bit of polyfill just to fill this. So I want it just about there. I have to airbrush this to just grab a little bit of polyfill. This is what I normally stuff it with. It's like a polyfill. What's the biggest doll? This one's quite big. I also made a really big Drogon from Game of Thrones. That's like in my personal sort of collection. I'd really like to redo the armature in it though. So I'll probably, maybe this year, I'll pull it all apart and maybe redo the armature and like the body. So yeah, I think that. Thanks for the follows, guys. All right, let's sew this tail nap up. So I'm going to use a ladder stitch to sew it up. And that's just basically like a blind stitch, if that makes sense. And I just put the polyfill in it. I mean, that looks a bit weird. Hi, what animal? It's a Stella sea lion. So just look at his little face. Whee! It's a really cute face. It turned out really cute. All right. But yeah, tiny little tail. Get the stitch falling out, of course. Cut the end off it. I always end up pulling the thread out of the needle, which is so annoying. Okay. So I normally hand sew the whole thing. I used to use a sewing machine, but can I see the head? Yes. Sweet little head with little ears. It's really cute. It's like a big teddy bear. The chameleon is my favorite animal. Oh yeah. I don't know what's my favorite. It is pretty cool. I think I just like I like the big cats. What is that? It's fake taxidermy. I mean, it looks a bit conspicuous there, doesn't it? That's why we got the chameleon there for show. Oh, thank you. All right, bit of an awkward angle. Did you make the head? Yes, I sculpted this one. Yes. So I sculpted his little head there and painted it up. So the eyes are slightly looking in different directions as well. I wanted to sort of capture that. If I do another one, I've thought about maybe doing movable eyes. I have an idea, but I think that's like a really big experiment. My mind is not in it. I'm sorry. Sorry, but it has to be done. It's a tail, though. It's a tail. Tail, not a doodle. We got to be accurate, right? Hope the people that didn't like my cat butt don't come in and see what I'm doing now. What do you sell? What is it called? They're called art dolls. So posable art dolls, but I also call them fake taxidermy. So I just basically make fake replicas. But yeah, there's the sea lion that I'm working on. It's got the whiskers and everything. So gotta turn him around. Like the name's called Posable Art Dolls. So that's the type of art, if that makes sense. Thank you for the share. But yeah, I've been just calling it fake taxidermy lately. That's a pretty great job. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Sorry for the awkward view. Can't quite get him in the frame. He's just such a big doll. This is the coolest thing. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Really nice today. Ah, thanks. Adidas. It's a bit different, a bit out there. Okay. Awkward angle, sorry. Got to get in there. So I sewed all the little toes on there too. Sorry, YouTube, I can't get it in frame. I'm just sewing the little tail nap on. How did I get into this? I just sort of fell into it, if that makes sense. So I've always been a sculptor. And then I sort of started adding clay heads to like a teddy bear sort of plush. And then it just sort of evolved from there. I started adding armature and used to do a lot more fantasy stuff. But yeah, now I'm doing more realistic stuff. All right. So I got a couple of jobs from the Calgary Zoo, which they wanted some like fake replica tabletop sized versions that they wanted to use in their educational program. So that sort of sparked my interest in concentrating a bit more on doing fake taxidermy things. And yeah, that's kind of just what I've been doing. Okay. That's so awkward. All right, there's a little tail. There's a little tail up. Just tie it off one more time. All right, so I think I'll do the airbrushing maybe tomorrow or something. And I'll do some painting on the chameleon. Hi, alien. Sorry if I'm late for the hi. I think the realistic stuff is cool. Thank you. No problem. I still do fantasy stuff, but not so much anymore. Didn't quite feed through properly. So I have a bit more sculpting coming up soon because I've almost finished the dolls that I'm working on, which is exciting. I'll do a little more stop motions with these two. I'll do some stop motions for them. And yeah, I can start sculpting some things. So here's a little look at the sea lion a bit more. How long do you think it will take to finish this one? Oh, not long at all. Probably an hour's work with the airbrushing. If the airbrush behaves. But yeah, really just all I have to do is just sort of darken these flippers a little bit, and all the little toes and stuff that I sewed. I just want to add a little bit more definition to it just so it brings out that detail. So I've already added the black, but it's not as black as I wanted it to. So I'll go over, I used a bigger airbrush, which sort of chows through it and you have to water it down quite a bit. But yeah, I'll use my smaller airbrush to do just a bit more detail work in there. Is it taxidermy? It's fake taxidermy. Nothing's real. It's all polymer clay and armature, fake fur, and fabric. Claws? I don't think they have claws. Not that I've seen anyway. I haven't seen it in reference images. I can't see that they have claws in their reference images. But I'll have another look again if they do. I will. 100%. But I haven't I haven't seen them. Maybe in the back claws, but I haven't seen it in the reference images unless I'm blind. But yeah, I added these little whiskers, and the eyes are really, I hand painted the eyes on this one, so they're nice and realistic. But yeah, so I might do the airbrushing at a later date. But there is little feet as well. So I've sort of went for like a semi-wet look, and then kind of dry on the top. I'll have a look. If there is claws, I'll definitely add them. And it's really easy. I'm just going to use some Sculpey. Funnily enough, I have leftover claws from the chameleon that I sculpted out of translucent Sculpey. So I pulled them off because they were too fragile for this particular sculpt. So I have claws. And yeah, I'm going to do it. I use latex, so they're a bit more durable, because the way it stands, it's just, they're going to snap off. So I don't want that. So yeah, I've used latex, and I'm going to try some UV resin to strengthen them up. Have I made a monkey? Yes, I have. Actually, the proboscis monkey that I made is sort of semi-viral on TikTok. It seems to be very popular, but I've done a proboscis monkey. If we're talking primates, I've done a lot of lemurs, a lot of different ones. And I've done a couple of apes as well. I've done a chimp and a silverback as well. So I've done quite a lot of different types of primates. All right, let's do some painting. I don't know if this guy can join us from this end. Maybe he can peep the shoulder. Peep the shoulder. All right, so I've got my paint tray that I've never cleaned. I haven't done an orangutan yet. I'd like to. Tiger, definitely. What's my favorite animal? Tiger. So cute. Great job. You have a good evening too. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I'm not so chatty on YouTube. Okay, now our reference images. So I've got the reference images of some chameleons. I think I might just add a bit more. Oops, I have to redo these little spines because I used the wrong glue, so I have to redo them. No, I haven't made a wawa. Where did that little spine go? That's a little bit annoying. My second favorite. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know. Shoebills are pretty cool. Have I made a deer? Yeah, I've made heaps of stags. Yeah, shoebills are pretty cool. I always like turtles and penguins. Not very exotic animals though. Such tiny little things. Super glue sticks to your finger. Oh dear. I have done an anteater. It's in my shop. How do I feel about sharks? Sharks are pretty cool. I haven't made one yet, but just derping at the back there. Yes, I did make an anteater. It's only a small one, but thanks, Rose. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, it turned out really cool. It was a really interesting thing to sculpt, the anteater. All right, what are we doing? I'm going to add a little bit of this darker. No, that's not quite darker. I need to find my red oxide, I think. Let's find that. Okay, I've got. Oh, no! Get up! Safe! Okay, I've got red oxide and raw umber. I'm trying to do a little bit of definition in these little lines here. Yeah, I was trying to think of what to use for the skin texture. I wasn't quite sure. I've thought about it before. It'd be cool to make a hammerhead. Wow! I think that's a bit too dark. Maybe let's use some raw umber, I reckon. Got my little one. Why don't I just like use straight up sandpaper? Straight up sandpaper for a shark. Alright, so I really need to like get a new paint palette. This is just, I think there's no saving this one. Thank you. So it's all individually done with my bright ideas. Yeah, I thought it would work well for the chameleon because there's like, the scales are really dotty, so I thought that would work really well for it. So yeah, I was worried the paint wasn't going to stick to it, but I think it's fine. It feels really nice though. It feels nice. Right, so I'm not going to add too much brown to it, maybe further on down the track, but just wanted to do like a little bit just to sort of give it a little bit of definition. So I have yeah, quite a lot of detail in their skin, so fantastic idea to do a chameleon. I think yeah, if I do the next chameleon, I want to try, I don't know if it's going to work out, but I want to try and get some solar pigment and maybe paint with the solar pigment so it changes in the sun. I think that's a nice little touch. And I think I'd go for a three-horned chameleon this time. Yeah, you can leave. Absolutely, you don't have to ask. Of course. No problem. Okay, so just adding like a little bit of definition on that one. And I'm using a little bit of water so it soaks into the fabric a bit better. But I think, yeah, over the second layer, I might try just some straight up paint. But for this one, I just want it to soak in a little bit. So I'm not adding too much to this, just like a little definition. And then I think I might add like some circling patterns on it, but I'll do the color first. The frilled neck lizard. Yeah, I did think of that the other day. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to make a frilled neck lizard. And I was trying to think of, the best way to do the frill. Get out of here, Nibsley. Yeah, damn. I put them first, mate. Socialists first, mate. Get out of here. Upcycle a fan. Possibly. I don't know. I have to have a good little look at the frill properly. And yeah, it was like one on TV the other day. I was like, ooh, that's a good one to make. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so I think after I do this bit here, I'm not going to do it all the way around, just these little bits here. I don't think there's any right or wrong. Right or wrong. I'll just darken up some areas. Just came across you as I'm sculpting. Nice, what are you sculpting? I love sculpting. Sculpted the chameleon head. So it just gives it a little bit more definition than on that side. Just a tiny bit. Okay, same deal on this side. A little bit of water. Little clay birdies. You do realistic sculpts. Nice one. Thanks for the follow. I'm not very good at people, so FYI. I've never actually really tried though either, so maybe I'm okay. I just like sculpting animals. I really want to do a honey badger, but I want to do like, yeah, people do suck. I agree. I agree. It's just not in my interest, I have to say. But yeah, I do animals too, obviously. Yes, this is polymer clay, but then this is like a cotton fabric that I've done like every individual scale for. But you would know you have to do that sculpting anyway. But yeah, so it's like a cotton fabric, so it's still posable. Yeah. So just a mixed media. So normally I use like fake fur or something. Should get my cougar up here just for a little showcase. Do you do any markets? I mean, no, actually, I applied to do the Oddities Expo in November, so I'm just waiting to hear back if I actually got a vendor spot. But yeah, I'm going to do that one if I get in, hopefully. I can't see why I wouldn't. Surely. It's odd enough, isn't it? So, yeah, I should hear back from them soon, hopefully. I think you can still apply. It's in November, so yeah, I haven't done that one. I've done Supernova before, and that was like it. So I don't think I'll do Supernova again. The crowd's a bit too young. Oh, really? Lucky I applied then, only just applied. They must have got like so many entries or applications, I should say. Gee, lucky I applied. I only just sort of applied a month ago. So I haven't been there before. I didn't go to the last one, but yeah, I thought it would be a good opportunity. Hopefully I get in. It's just up, discipline, It's like, stop. Sit still. It's just disciplined. A very disciplined lizard. I had a stern word with it. And then, yes, I'll get my cougar. So you can have a look at something else while I work on it as well. So this is my cougar. You're not just looking at me wailing a weird-looking lizard around. A stern word. Exactly. Keep still. That's it. And the finger. All right. Yes, it is Sculpey. So my preferred one is Sculpey Original because it's a bit softer. You can use Super Sculpey, which is harder, but, I like the softer clays. And then, yeah, I do needle felt the body, so I use like a poly felt to needle felt the body. And then I add the fabric over the top. That's it. It's just angry at you guys. What'd you do? Okay, now we are going to do a mixture of this teal, so it's aqua light green, this colour. Oh, thanks. I like Super Sculpey. Yeah, okay. I don't really like Super Sculpey. Oh, thanks. It's okay. I like the softer clays, and I really don't like Cos clay. It's good, but yes, these one's for sale. This one's will be for sale, but when it's finished. Yeah, I use a pasta roller to condition it, and then it gets sort of a bit better. So you could try the pasta roller. That's way too much. So, and this one is like a fluoro green. So that's what sort of I use a combination of that on there. This paint palette is garbage. And I might use this one with a little bit of white. How do you seal your stuff? You can either use like a Liquitex seal, or you're so talented, thank you. Thanks for the mustache. But generally, I don't really seal it. I found it doesn't really need it too much. It's just for what I do, though. I do a normally when I paint things, I do a layer of this. It's like a background paint for canvases, and it makes like a tooth, if that makes sense. So the paint sort of sticks to it a bit better. And yeah, I did make them myself. So I sculpt the head and everything. Here's a little look at the lion that I'm currently working on too. I obviously have to make the head a little bit thinner because I attach faux fur to it. So yeah, if I make it too big, the head's just going to look a bit lopsided. So yeah, it has to be a bit thinner. So I'll do the mane out of faux fur. All that stuff. Anyway, so I need some white paint. Here's some I prepared earlier. Do you have the glue, the fur on the palette? Yes, I use this one. It's just a fabric glue, so you probably don't have it wherever you are. But if you're in Australia, Spotlight. I actually don't know that they have this one anymore, but there'll be something similar. No, that's fine. I don't mind having a chat. Yeah, okay, I've used it a lot. Just whatever. Whatever works. This one was on special, so I bought like heaps of them. How much are they when you buy them from? The artdolls or the materials? Artdolls are on my website, creaturesinart.com. And I offer payment plans too, if needed. Okay, I'm going to switch my brush to a bigger brush, and I'm going to sort of do patches. So I'm going to water it down just a tad. Where is my dropper? Here it is. Is that real? Nope. I'll fake it. It's all polymer clay. Fake fur. I don't use any animal products. The animals, yeah, it's at my shop, creaturesinart.com. And yeah, I offer payment plans, just so if you're interested, just shoot me a message on my website and I can let you know how they work. All right. Let's, you know what I wanted to do actually? I've got the green, I can do it later. I'll just go around it. So, I'm going to leave room for a little stripe there. So, I'm going to do like a mixture of the two colours. So I'm using my bigger brush here too. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, thanks. Thanks. So you're looking at my site now. I'm just gonna do dabs to do little spots here and there, and then I'll fill in the blank spaces with the lime green color. So this color. All right, and then there's some extra spots I'll fill in with some browns and stuff as well. So I want to keep little fly flying around. I want to keep some areas here. So I want to do like a little stripe here. So let's just, I think dabbing's the best way. These are impressive. Thank you. All right. Dab away. I don't think there's any right or wrong way, to be honest. Just whatever floats your boat. But I'm going to do it mostly that colour, this teal colour, I think. Do I take customs? Yes. This poor little seal guy behind me's falling down. This guy. This big guy is a commission. Oh, geez, you can't see. Let me put this guy down. This guy's a commission. He's a Stellar sea lion. So I just finished another commission, which was a Demiguise from Fantastic Beasts. And yeah, so I've done plenty of them before. I've done a lot of people's pets too. So the initial layer that I'm doing is like a watered down layer, and the water just sort of soaks into the fabric first. And I've done heaps of rabbits, plenty. I'm in Australia, yes, so I definitely deliver. I do worldwide, but yeah, definitely in Australia. I'm in Melbourne, so we're adding that colour. I'll be adding that lime green too, so don't worry, it'll match. We'll do a bit more browns around here. So I'll do another little stripe there. So I sort of make a little pathway for where I want the stripe to go. And then I think the majority underneath here will be this lime colour, I reckon. It would just be like bits and pieces of this teal. And let's just do a little bit of teal striping along the legs here. I think that's a nice little twist here. But majority will be that lime, I reckon. And the feet I'll just do the plain lime colour. And a little bit here. I don't think there's like, I'm just using a really rough reference image to work on the colouring. They're all beautiful. Thank you. It's just a lot of experience, I guess. I've been doing it for a little while now, so almost 13 years. So yeah, I think I might do a little bit of striping under here too with the teal, so you get a sort of regular pattern under here going. That'll look nice. A little bit there. Looks good, thank you. I need to get in there with my smaller brush. You can see that a little bit better. Some more water. Remember me, Ariel. How are you going? Okay. Looking good. I haven't done a French Bulldog, but I did a pug recently. Really, really cute. Really recently. It was really cute. It was almost life-size, actually. It was a person's pet. And yeah, your keyboard glitched out. But yeah, it turned out really good. I did like a little experiment with the wrinkling. So yeah, it's a nice little pup. Oh, thank you. Done a few doggies. There to be a line here. I think the good thing with chameleons is like their colouring is just not all the same, so you can just do what you want, really. So yeah, a bit more teal up the top and then a bit more lime underneath. That sort of will blend in a bit better with the head. So yeah, just doing some dabs. It's nice taking shape. I think the tail will have a bit more lime on it too. And the little lines that are normally under there, I'll paint those in. I think that's the best way to get that texture. Again, I'm going to do some lines on the legs here. I think that's looking good. So I painted underneath the feet yesterday, so that's nice and dry. All right, let's have a look what's going on here. A bit more water. I don't know, what kind of animals do you like? Maybe I can help in some way. What's your favourite genre of animals? Oh, thanks, Gracie. So I'll just do a couple of random spots down here because it's going to mostly be lime. Thanks for the likes. I think that's a good little pattern for that side. The tail, I might just do like a little bit, not much. Do I sell them? Yes, I've got a shop. So I was reading the previous comment. It was yours. Yes, creaturesofnat.com is my shop. I'll just do a couple of little spots here and there. So the chameleon will be for sale when I finish. I usually just, do some photos, do a little stop motion of them. This one I want to do like maybe a stop motion outside. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Or maybe I'll just film. I don't know. I'll work it out. I did want it kind of climbing a tree. It'd be cool to do one with the... do I accept? Yes, I do. It's all on my website. So they've got card and PayPal on there. Okay, that's that side. Just a tiny bit on the tail, not much. Yeah, I know what you mean. Got two big cats in there. Gee, I don't know. Like I've got two birds. I've got the cassowary and the toucan. If you wanted to look anything, just tell me and I can grab the doll as well. Like if there's one that's in particular that you fancy. They're just all behind me. What else have I got? I've got the two medieval cats. I've got two dragons. Got the giant anteater. I've got one bat. African wild dog. A couple of different things. Anyway. Oh, there's just the option of commissions, I guess, if there's something specific. All right. Okay, chameleon, let's do this side. So again, just going to allow a little pathway for where I want that little stripe to go. Should have done it first, but I was originally going to airbrush this, but I thought I would get a better paint job using a brush. So normally I airbrush things, but I thought I could get like a bit of colouring with this one. Yeah, so I want the top half to be more teal than the lime. So more teal up the top, less lime. Okay, do a couple of little stripes. Are they really animals? No, they're all fake. So they're polymer clay and fabric, basically. I don't use any animal products. That includes the birds that I do. I make all of the feathers individually, so yeah, no animal products used. The only animal products that I might use is if I do like a horse. You can get like Angora fur from a nice farm, and they just chop it off because they need to be sheared anyway. So they just chop it off, and that's the only thing I really use. Yep, so that's the point. They're all fake taxidermy. So that's my jam. Fake taxidermy. Fakeodermy. Maybe I should just call it vegadermy. Vegan ones, yeah. Thanks for the follow. Vegan dermy. Vegan derby. Fakeodermy. I like fakeodermy. Fakeodermy. All right, where are the stripes on this one? I suppose it doesn't really matter, right? So you want the stripe down there. Fakeodermy. Scary? Why is it scary? It's el natural. El natural. Hashtag fakeodermy. It's a good name. I didn't even think of that before. Oh, I just call it fake taxidermy. Come on, we need to be creative. No. I've made heaps of ferrets, but I've got a shop at Creatures and Net. I do take commissions as well, so yeah, I've made plenty of ferrets in my time. Even one for the Calgary Zoo. I made a black-footed ferret for the Calgary Zoo, but yeah, I've made heaps of ferrets before. Ferret people love their ferrets. You have 7 real ones. Wow. They seem like such nice pets, but a lot of work. I'm totally interested in a ferret, but I think they're just a bit too much work for me. But they're so cute. They're like spicy cats. Tube cats. They're little tube cats. They're pretty cool. I've pretty much done the standard like brown one with the mask. I made a fair few fantasy ones as well. Hey, I love roller skating. Some people wanted their ferret with wings as well. So if they've lost a ferret pet and they ask for wings. Okay. A couple of stripes on the legs. If you're looking at a ferret, you'd probably be looking at about $500 US. That's on the cheaper side, but they can range anywhere from $5 to $680, just kind of depending on complexity. So I do things like movable jaws as well. So obviously that's a bit more. Things that want wings, stuff like that as well. It's obviously an added price. I'm in Melbourne. Funnily enough, all my customers are from the States, so they don't understand currencies. So I ended up putting my shop in US because it was just easier. Yeah, sure. Let me grab the toucan. I just did a stop motion for the toucan. Give me 2 seconds. I'll grab it for you. Oops. Here's the toucan. So the toucan's got the movable beak as well. So just a little gimmick, you know. Funnily enough, fun fact, I sliced my finger open off doing the beak. But yeah, this is the beak. And the wings are also posable as well. So the wings are felt, so they're not feathers. But yeah, they're also posable. Just the thing with the toucan, because the beak is really big, yeah, posing him takes a little bit of playing around, fiddling around, just because of the weight of the front. So you could get a doll stand and that would be better. But yeah, here's a little look at these little feet, and he's got the little red rump underneath as well. Again, felt, so he's got the little white patch on top as well. But yeah, he's a little, don't know how close you can get in with the eyes. Not sure, not so close. But yeah, little movable beak, this one. Beep, beep. There's a little toucan there. No problem. If you need payment plans, just I'm pretty flexible with them. I try to be, because it's not, you know, the most affordable thing. For free NSA. I don't know what that is. Okay, so let's put a little bit on the tail here, here. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so it's sort of the teal-ish bits done. Any teal that I need to sort of patch up on here, let's bring it down a little bit. Not really. Not really. Sometimes you look at it and like, oh, I want a little bit more teal or something in there. But I think that's fine. A little verify thing. Okay. All right. So give me 2 seconds. I'll do a little video. I'm going to just pause the live for a second. I'm just going to do a video, a quick progress video on that one. Give me a second. Okay, sorry guys. There we go. I'm a furry. Do you do? No, I don't do fursuits actually. I've never. That's beyond my scope, I think. A chunk. Oh, pal, this guy's drunk or something. Yeah, way more steps. No, I'm really more just interested in doing this fake taxidermy business. I like making realistic animals, so it's sort of what I'm concentrating on more these days. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of green, lime green. Okay, so I also do like a YouTube as well, so hence the reason why I'm going back and forth between cameras. How is your business doing? Shark Tank? I don't think Shark Tank would be very interested. Cool dragon. Come on now. Is it a dragon? That's a nice lime green. Beautiful. So yeah, I think I'll do underneath here first. I'll do the lime green. I'm just going to go whack it on there because this is just going to be majority green under here. This green's quite translucent, so it's not the most fantastic green, but it'll do. The kitty. Ow. Toucan, thank you. That's okay. Oh, it's my fault. It was my fault. It was a good one though. So I'll add a little bit of the raw sienna to the inside of this once the green's dry as well. I have to get in there with my smaller. It's a mountain lion, yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. Get in all the nooks and crannies here. So probably have to do a few layers of this green just because it's so translucent. We'll see how we go. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Sharing is, I think, what gets my stuff out the most, to be honest. So there we go. So it's starting to look a bit more like a chameleon. Maybe I should put that song on. Come and go. Do you do bears? Yes, I have a bear in my shop, actually. It's a spirit bear. I've made plenty of bears in my time. Done panda bears. Pandas. I've been wanting to do a sun bear for a while as well, so that's like atop the list. A sloth bear, that's cool. I have seen them animals with a purple love. I've done heaps of purple dolls before, definitely. I usually picked like a nature sort of theme and then run with it. So sometimes, I know I did an amethyst one. I've done a couple of amethyst ones actually. It's when I used to do more fantasy type things. But yeah. Oh, that's no problem. Get in the middle here. I have to go over some areas with my thinner brush, so I can't quite get into some spaces. All right. I have to get into all these little crevices with my smaller brush. So I'm going to start dotting these areas here now. So leave some space for some other colours. Have you ever made a Tasmanian tiger? Yes, I've made 3. Is it alive? Yeah. Does it look alive? Does it? Yeah, I made 3. Actually, yeah, 3. I made 3. One was an albino version. Yeah, something different. Oh, maybe I've made 4. No, I think it's 3. Either way, a few. Maybe it's plain dead. Could be. I don't know. Like, give it a poke, maybe. Do you sell the... Yeah, of course. Yes, they're fully posable. So I've got a ball and socket armour, so they're fully posable. I'll put this guy down for a second. So just to show you, big head, but legs, tail move, everything's fully posable. So yeah, I use a ball and socket armature. That's the smallest version. So yes, to answer your question. So we're getting there. It's looking good. It's very nice colours, very vibrant, I have to say. I'm in Melbourne. Well, what do you expect? Nothing good ever comes from Sydney. No, I'm just joking. I'm just being cheeky. Good coffee down here. It says it all. Very vibrant. That's one vibrant doll. Look at it go. Whoa. All right. Do you have a pattern for it? It's not really. I guess I don't really have a. I should pattern the term. What was it? I can't remember. I need to write it down. Phacodermy. I should patent phacodermy. Looking good, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. It's a very nice colour, isn't it? Quite happy about that. I have to say. It's turning out better than I expected. Very vibrant. It's like a rotisserie. True. True. I don't think people would use phacodermy though. Phacodermy. I'll look into it, alright. Let's put my finger in the brown paint. How do you make them? Yeah, I use polymer clay for the head. So I sculpt all the parts. Is a lion. Add the armature. It's just a lot of trial and error, really. Needle felt the body and sew it all together, basically. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do for today. I'm going to have to jump off because the child is awake and speaking. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be back. Depending, I'll either finish the sea lion buddy. Hello. I'll either finish him tomorrow or continue with this. Just depends how much time I've got. But yeah, so I will be back from 12:30ish till 2. And yeah. All right, YouTube, I'll bid you a farewell. And